Hello Pisces, so welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie and this is your reading for October. I am in Libra mode today, celebrating our lovely Libras for those of them that have the October birthdays. So got the Hello Kitty Lady Justice shirt going on here for them. And I will say I just did Cancer and Scorpio's readings. I always start with water signs because I'm a water sign too. But man, Scorpio especially went like way deep. And then I started feeling into your energy and I was like, oh, Pisces feels more fizzy and fun and something is bubbling up. So bring me through, Pisces, for October here. So, all right. Be sure to remember that these are general readings. Take only what resonates. I'm not going to go through all the links in the description below, but be sure to check there because I go through those every time. But I want to get into your reading today. You can also check out your sun, moon, rising, or north node for additional context and texture. So we've got the Celtic Cross reading for our monthly, and then at the end I'll pull an oracle card. Okay, Pisces, let's get into this because I just feel it. Your energy compared to the other two water signs just feels so like things are bubbling, things are rising. It feels effervescent and it feels good. You are starting off in your current energies with the Three of Swords, and the challenge coming over this is the Queen of Wands. Some of you might be dealing with a little bit of heartbreak, but I feel like you're going through it, you're coming through it, you're coming out of it, you're coming up out of it. There could be a little bit of pain. Some of you might actually be dealing with some sort of physical pain or some sort of health ailment. And the challenge is transforming and making your moves the way you normally want to make them through these energies. That's what seems to be overlaid here onto whatever pain this is, whether it's emotional or whether it's physical. Remember, all of these things connect and affect one another. So there's something going on here, but with that fizzy, bubbling up kind of effervescent energy, I have a lot of hope here for you, Pisces. In your needed focus, you get the Six of Pentacles. I just got into this energy of rest, rejuvenation, moving slow, feeling good about myself, feeling sexy. Pisces, this is your time to really go in. Maybe if you're a female Pisces, put on that red dress. You're beautiful. Put your face on, as my grandma used to say, the beautiful makeup, the red lipstick, the deep reds and oranges and yellows of the autumnal season here in the Northern Hemisphere. That is what I'm seeing. And really just be with yourself and your beautiful energies. If you're a Pisces male, you know, maybe just snazzing yourself up a little, get that haircut, you know, shave that beard a little bit, you know, trim it, whatever, you know, put on that cologne, make yourself feel nice, sensual. It's really interesting because in this picture, even though it's picturing a woman, you could be the masculine here. And there are scales, which, you know, is the Libra energy. So something about you really spending some deep sensual time with yourself, Pisces, is really going to help you out here. In the past, you get the Hangman. I honestly just get this was something that you used to be confused about, or you didn't quite have all the answers you wanted, and now you have them. Moving into the future, you get the King of Swords. Yes, that's that knowing that you have the answers. That's the clarity, right? So something that was once quite nebulous and maybe unclear to you is now becoming clear. In your place of power and embodiment, you get the Queen of Swords. I like this. So in the future placement, we have the King of Swords, but in your power and embodiment, you have the Queen. So you're really working with these royal energies within yourself. And I'm not surprised as the Six of Pentacles is calling you into your more sensual energies. And there's something connected to how you feel with what you know and your level of clarity. And that seems to be coming together. So I like these energies. They feel like you're more proud of yourself. You're stronger. You're feeling that feeling of resilience, and you're like knowing you have it in your mind too. So there's like alignment coming in. In your allies and support, you get the Six of Wands. Beautiful card. Someone else got this too. One of the other water signs, and this is a celebratory energy. This is feeling victorious and feeling like there's people around you that have your back and that are celebrating you and that are your cheerleaders, that are there for you. In your environment, you get the Page of Pentacles. So there could be something in your home that you're working on, you've put your focus on. Could be rather slow. You might be doing some spring if you're in the southern hemisphere, or autumn cleaning if you're in the northern hemisphere. So you may be clearing, cleaning, deciding what stays, what goes. There's some magic happening there in your environment. Some of you could be moving. This could be a move to a new location for some of you. In your hopes and fears, you get the Eight of Swords. Will you have enough energy to get through this? That is really what I'm seeing with this Eight of Swords. You're afraid that maybe you won't get your energy back. You feel like your mind hasn't been clear because you haven't had the energies, or you haven't been able to fully heal from this pain. And you're worried that, oh my gosh, I'm going to be trapped in this kind of moment or this state forever. But we're going to get clarifiers. I don't think that's the case, especially with the potential outcome position being the Fool. That is stepping out fresh, new, innocent, cleansed, pure. That's that effervescent feeling coming up there. So let's get some clarifiers, Pisces, because whew, after coming out of Scorpio's reading, no offense, Scorpio, but man, we went somewhere in that reading and it was all over the place and it was deep. And this energy feels more clear, like you're coming out of something. And it might just take a little time for your mind, body, soul to align here. But let's have a look. This Three of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Maybe for some of you, you made a decision to end a connection or to start a new one, even though you had fear involved, and it's looking pretty darn good for you with this Knight of Cups coming in. Love is becoming present again. Love is being offered. Now, if this is some sort of pain in your physical body, I see love going to that area, wherever that is. So whether this is emotional heartbreak or some sort of physical pain, there is love being presented, and you've made that decision, Pisces. You've made the decision to embrace that love, and you've opened up to it. And also, I feel like this journey that you've been on, whether it's emotional heartbreak or some sort of physical pain, has really taught you a lot. It's almost like there's some sort of spectrum of awareness that you kind of went the full gamut with. And I feel like you're coming out on the tail end of it now, and we have the love present and showing up there. Let's get this Queen of Wands. So this is you feeling like, oh, I'm back to myself. I'm coming out again. Here I am, world. Let me really embrace these things. That's been really challenging for you. Maybe connected to getting your energy back here. Clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Four of Cups. Okay. Okay. And some creature was buzzing outside. Okay. There may be the need for you to take a little time to, while I know, like, on the one hand, you're ready to come out again, you're challenging, you maybe even be challenging yourself. Some of you may be going through physical therapy and trying to take the next step. There's also this emotional element, though, where your cups need to be full, and you need to be able to see and feel what's on offer from the universe. I feel like the universe is bringing in fresh, transformative energy here with this Knight of Wands. It's quite passionate. It's quite energetic. Some of you may be feeling like, well, God, yeah, I've got all this passion, but I don't have the energy to match it. I'm still feeling depleted. And I think that's why it's been so hard. But Pisces, let love guide you. Love has shown up here in that Knight of Cups. Let it guide you. Let it kind of bubble up with a little bit more presence than that Knight of Wands, making you feel like, oh gosh, I got to go do something right now. Make sure the cups are full. Let the Knight come and fill your cup before you move forward. Now let's look at these sensual energies in your needed focus. This may just be you getting reconnected with your physical body here. The Death card and the Emperor. Yes, this is about you bringing more stability into your body. And when I say body, that would mean physical body, but that would also mean energetics, right? Where you are going deeper within and you're like, wow, you know, you're kind of looking at the fire and the embers are burning and maybe some of the logs are starting to catch, but we're not forcing it, right? We're going to let transformation with the Death card here, that Scorpio energy, kind of happen naturally and bring us into stability. And we've got like a little Gandalf wizard here that's really, really cute, right? So get frisky with yourself, get sensual. And I feel like there's resistance that you have to that. There's maybe some of you are working with like the Kundalini energies or your own relationships sexually to yourself. And there is nothing wrong with that. You're being asked to go into that, explore that, embrace that, be that, you know, whatever it is that makes you feel that way, spend a little time. I see you doing this alone. I see this being a very personal thing to you, but I also see it bringing more stability to your situation overall. And it's going to be very helpful. So let's look at this Hanged Man here in the past where you were confused. This is the Ace of Wands and the Justice card. And it looks like a lollipop because some of these are like Halloween candy looking. For some of you, this may have actually been some sort of legally embroiled situation. I do see this in the past. I see the Justice card. I see Lady Justice Libra showing up here. I see balance coming to it. And you being able to, either you had to initiate this, for some of you could be like divorce getting finalized or something to do with, like, for some of you, it might be religious or spiritual kind of finalization to something. But, you know, for others of you, could have been a car accident or something where now, you know, that got all cleared up. Maybe you had to go to court for something. I'm not sure. Where there was once clarity, no answers, final verdict was not clear. Now it is moving forward here. So let's look at this King of Swords in the future, because this is where things are lighter. They're more bubbly, more effervescent. Effervescent wants to come out a lot for you. You got the Seven of Wands and the King of Cups. So you've got the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. You show me an energy here of making sure that your mental and emotional state is in balance. And I really feel like this is, again, you with you. There's a lot of you with you energy here. Even though there may be other characters involved, this is about you enjoying and moving through the sweetness of life in a more emotionally and mentally balanced way. And it could have been because of the pain and whatever you dealt with in the past here, that energy had to clear. But now I see you getting to enjoy some sweetness, which I really like here. At times it might feel a little different to you. It might feel a little uncomfortable because you haven't really been experiencing that. But the love is showing up. And then the clarity of mind is showing up together with that sweetness. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. So the Queen of Swords for you in the place of power and embodiment, the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is better. This is better than what I was seeing in your current situation. So you are working on filling your cup. You're working on embodying that beautiful overflow, that waterfall of energy that you can get going with that Ace. And the Six of Cups is really nice too. While in this picture all of the cups don't look full or that they've come to full fruition, you are still dealing with the Queen of Swords there. And I think there's this little dance going on here with your heart and your mind, and they're coming into balance. I think your time with yourself sensually in that needed focus area has a lot to do with this. For some of you, I get aphrodisiac. Some of you might be playing around with aphrodisiacs a bit, like oysters or something, chocolate, something like that. Pisces, spicing it up. Let's look at this Six of Wands in allies and support for you. The Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like something that you've been nurturing for quite some time, and maybe it's a settlement to do with a legal matter here or something like that, Pisces, but something that you've been waiting on for a long time is coming through, and it's like, looks to me like it's filling your bank account somehow. So I don't know if there was like a monetary settlement or some sort of maintenance payments that you're owed. And I think they've started mowing out there. So I'm going to shut this little door here. Okay, Pisces, I'm back. When they mow out there, it is like so loud. The sound just comes right in. So I wanted to shut the door. But we're back and we're looking at how your savings account or your bank account or something looks to be filling up here. You may feel a little triggered by this, but in like one of those ways that's like, well, I'm uncomfortable, but this is a good thing. But I'm uncomfortable. Now what do I do with this? So keep that in mind. This is energy coming in to support you, and I feel like you've been waiting for it for a long time. Let's look at this Page of Pentacles in your environment. The Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, things in your situation, in your home environment are really stepping up. You've got the Six of Wands in your ally and support, and you've got it in your home environment too. Remember I said maybe some of you are moving, or some of you, maybe you put a down payment on a place, or the Wheel of Fortune is coming in with these fresh new energies. And again, it feels very celebratory. Things are like falling into place for you, Pisces. And I really, really like this energy. They're kind of coming to completion. I think October is going to be a really nice month for you. Or it's the month where you're really going to start to feel the changes that you've been wanting to feel in these new energies. Let's look at your Eight of Swords and your hopes and fears. You get the Knight card, N-I-G-H-T, which is, in this particular deck, it's like the moon. Something is shrouded or clouded here. But you have the Three of Pentacles. And I feel like that's more of your hopeful card of like, that's money going in. That's you receiving. And it doesn't even have to be money. It could just be some support. Maybe somebody cooks you a nice meal and gifts you something, you know, something like that. It's you receiving and having a beautiful exchange. But is there an issue here, Pisces, with you not feeling deserving of what's coming your way? I'm wondering if that's not this shrouded, clouded energy where you maybe just don't feel like you deserve it. But Pisces, you do. This energy is all around you, and really having a look and going into those areas where maybe you don't feel worthy. And I think that's why you're connecting with your sensual energies too. It's in those kind of sacral areas within you, because it's all of that is so transformative, and it's going to bubble up into your awareness. You do have some fears here though, and I want you to take a look at that. Are you contributing further and trapping yourself in your own fears? It's almost kind of like when you got this payout or you got this money, you're kind of like, oh, that's great, but you're uncomfortable. It's if this is about you becoming more comfortable receiving, more comfortable opening up to those energies of receiving, and knowing that you absolutely deserve this, Pisces. You absolutely deserve this. This is a reprieve. Let's look at this Fool card and the potential outcome, because that's like a brand new beginning. The Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like you don't necessarily trust that things are going to come into a balanced place, that the harvest is going to come in. If you don't work on these thoughts of like, you don't deserve it, you're not deserving, then you do have the potential to sabotage that. So the one lesson, the energies feel wonderful here, Pisces. The one lesson in all of this is your ability to embrace and embody that Ace of Cups, receiving, allowing yourself to receive, knowing that you are worthy and that you are deserving to receive these beautiful energies. You don't have to give it away. No one's going to come and steal it away. Those are part of like the past fears and whatever you went through that caused that in the past. And it may be because of the pain you're going through currently that you can't see this quite clearly, that your cup is full, your bowls are full, your bank account is full. There's these beautiful new energies coming in for you, and yet you have this fear that it's going to be taken away or that you don't deserve it. And that is leaky energy. So that really, of all the things I've seen in your reading, is something that needs to be tended to, because otherwise you have some beautiful energies going on here, Pisces. Pisces, let's get you a card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle to close off your reading today. Pisces, you got Desert Passage, trust that there's a divine plan. Yes, that came up in your reading exactly. Trust that you are deserving of this divine plan. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know the desert path can seem like a wasteland, yet it is in the isolation that immense insights and intuition can emerge. In times of old, sages and visionaries retreated into the desert to connect more deeply with spirit. If in the past you trusted your instincts and then later it seemed to be a mistake, don't let that keep you from trusting your intuition now. Often those things that we thought were mistakes in the past, in hindsight, were the best things possible for us and our growth. As you open more to your intuition, more to receptivity, you will sense messages from and the loving presence of your spirit guides, your support system, your ancestors. There is a potent plan for your life, Pisces. Trust it. I love that energy. You definitely feel like you're going through somewhat of a desert now, and with that pain and that thirst, right? And it's all about you releasing those blocks that would tell you you're not worthy of the water. You're not meant to have these beautiful, wonderful things, even though they're all coming in for you, right? So by clearing that out and knowing that the path that you've walked here is leading to something quite beautiful, is a very effervescent and empowering feeling. It's like the underground spring that finally finds a way to flow above ground, and you get to enjoy that beautiful crystal clean water, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining. I cannot wait to see you next time.